Hey guys, what's up? This is the boy who had 7. So today we're going to continue on our quest along with Thanos to find the 4th Infinity Gem. This video is going to be all about the Space Gem. And I've also got a pretty awesome DC homage for you guys that I want you to stick around to see. If you love Barry Allen the Flash, you're going to want to see this. So, the first thing I want you to know is we are done with Thanos Quest book number 1, and we are on to Thanos Quest book number 2. Thanos is picking up right where he left off in search of the Infinity Gems, and the first place that we see is the Collector's Museum. Now, in the next video, we will go over who the Collector is and his history and his past, but what I want you to know is he's sitting here waiting for a phone call, of all things, from Thanos. One thing I am going to tell you is the Collector has the power of prophecy, and he's been seeing Thanos in his prophecies that Thanos is going to take over the universe. He created this museum to bring all things that he loves together and to protect them from Thanos, and now here Thanos is calling him. They have a discussion. Thanos pretty much tells him, I want your Infinity Gem, and the Collector's like, there's no way that's going to happen, and Thanos says, but I have a proposition for you. What if I give you something so rare that you'll be willing to give up your Infinity Gem? And the Collector's intrigued, and he says, okay, I'll be waiting for you. I'll talk to you later. Let me know when you have it. So we now see Thanos in space. He is trying to use his teleportation throne to track something or somebody down, but it's having a hard time doing it. He finally gets a trace. He flies through space, and he shows up, and he looks around. He's like, wait, maybe I was wrong. And the next thing we see is this. Somebody or something streaks by him at super speed and destroys his throne. Look at him clinging on there to his throne as this being keeps coming back and forth and breaking up Thanos' teleportation throne. This is awesome. Guys, this is the Runner. So let's talk about the Runner. The Runner is an elder. And for eons, what he's wanted to do is just travel the entire universe. Travel and see all that there is to see. At some point, he joins the other elders in trying to take over the universe and kill Galactus. That doesn't work out too well for them. In the end, he betrays the in-betweener. He's able to escape from the battle and keep his gem. And that is the gem that we see here on his forehead. He has the Space Gem. Okay, so now we've got to get into this awesomely amazing DC homage to Barry Allen the Flash. So in Quasar number 17, the Runner shows up to Earth because he wants to set up a race between some of Marvel's fastest characters. And so he goes and gets people like Quicksilver, Makari, Speed Demon, Captain Marvel, the Black Runner. He's just pulling all these guys together to run this race to see who the fastest is. And so the race begins. They all start to run. Makari starts to take over all of them one at a time. The Runner is running by them and telling them, you know what, you're out. You're not fast enough. You're out. Go back. And so in the end, Makari's about to win. And then we see this really cool panel where this guy just teleports into the race out of nowhere. He's at the start line, and he decides to run this race. He begins to run. He passes Makari, and he wins the race. Guys, they ask him, who are you? Where did you come from? He's like, honestly, I don't even know who I am. I don't know where I came from. I just remember running. And they said, well, what's your name? And he's like, what is my name? I can't remember exactly, but it sounded like buried alien. Yeah, buried alien. And so, guys, Mark Grunwald here is giving homage to Barry Allen, buried alien. He is saying the Flash is the fastest. So I thought I'd throw that in there for you. That way you have a little history of the Runner and this whole idea of how quick he is. If you take the characters across all comic books, the Runner, Makari, and Flash, I would say, are the top 3 fastest guys. But who knows? We could have an argument on that all day long. So let's keep going. Remember, we are now seeing Thanos here in front of the Runner. The Runner has destroyed his teleportation throne. Thanos is clinging onto it, and they begin to have this really important discussion. The racer is like, hey, the Grandmaster told me you were coming, and he told me you were coming after my gem. And I want to know why you are so set on getting all these gems. Tell me about it, or I'm going to destroy you with my super speed. And so Thanos was like, all right, let's have this talk. And look here, guys, I want to read it to you because it's important. We learned a lot. It says, Thanos says, I'll tell you everything, as if he's scared. We know Thanos, guys. He's always outfoxing people. I discovered the true nature of the gems while gazing into the Infinity Well. It was a well kept secret for over 1,000 billion years. The gems come from before all recorded time, and this is where we get to see the history of the Infinity Gems, what they are. So Thanos continues. They were once a single unit, a lone entity. They were a sentient being of limitless power. At the time, this being was the only living thing that existed within any and all realities. And look at this being here, guys. Look at how he looks. It's pretty awesome. It was all that was, and all that was it. This being was infinity and forever. No one would fault you if you were to call it God. What other name would fit? But I doubt if it ever had a name or any use for one. So Thanos continues, for it was more alone than any being has ever been. All that was already was a part of itself. There was no other in its life. A more desolate existence is beyond imagination. I believe that is why it chose to put an end to itself. But such power does not give up the ghost easily. From its ashes rose all that is currently reality in all its many forms. The core of this being's might was reincarnated in the form of the 6 Infinity Gems. Look at this cool picture with a fire in his eyes. All 6 of the gems. They are the ultimate in power, the darkest secret in all the universe. And so he goes on and he tells the runner, I was able to discover this, and that is why I'm looking for all of these gems. And the runner says, well, now I am going to be getting the gems because I can destroy you. And then Thanos is like, you still think you can destroy me? What your problem was is that you stopped running. And now I have power over you. I have this little baby. And he pulls out the time gem that he got from the gardener. And look at what he does to the runner. Guys, he turns him into an old man. He is able to manipulate time. He turns the runner super old and he tells him, you shouldn't have stopped running. He plucks the gem again off of another elder's head, and he is now in possession of the space gem. And he begins to talk to the elder as he's old and decrepit here floating in space, and he tells him, you don't even know what this gem did. It controls space. And the reason you're so fast is not because you run so fast, is because in your thought you would think of a place and teleport there with your mind because you're manipulating space. That's what you didn't know, but I know it from staring into the Infinity Well, and now the space gem is mine. And he says, but I'm not going to leave you like this because you're going to be a lot more valuable to me like this. And guys, look what he does. He transforms him into a little baby. And we are done with this video. What is he going to do with the runner as a baby? We're gonna find out in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you can get notifications when the next video comes out talking about the next gem. I really appreciate you guys watching. Have a great night. Talk to you later.